timber because it's eviction eve, everyone! The hunt has claimed its 4 victims, Chanel, Isabel, Simone and Sue, who are all awaiting their fate. One of them will be disappearing through the back door in a bit. So soon. It's going to be happening in a minute. Lucky escape for Sam, though. He didn't exactly hold back with that decision, did he? Let's be fair. It was another show, though, full of life-affirming moments. Firstly, to clear up any confusion, Sue is not a hurricane. Or a stagnant pond. She is, in fact, Sue Evans, a free-flowing river. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how she wants to be known now. And according to Simone, the housemates are getting along like strawberry jam. I've got no idea what she's going on about. But I do know I've got a jam-packed show in store for you tonight. So I prayed long and hard for a miracle. And by divine intervention, Reverend Canon Anista's back! Yes! Little body ripple for Anne. And the library is open. Our brother from another mother, Joe Swash, is going to be treating us to a lovely tale of lust, betrayal and piss. In this week's story on the side. I didn't even know he could read. It's so lovely that he's doing it. But first, after devouring tonight's show, we knew we had to cook up the most delicious panel to match it. So our decadent feast starts with a dish full of depth and flavour, lovingly matured in the rich radio studios of London. Tuck into Miss Vanessa Feltz. Next up is a delightful main that was organically reared in the East End. A succulent mix of home and new age dining. Get your teeth into Ricky Norwood. And finally, a sugary treat to send your taste buds bouncing. A cookie-laden pleasure, so sweet and indulgent, you'll have to sleep for a week. Have a good old bite of Cookie Love Cookie! God bless you, darling. I've got cookie.
Sorry, I licked that one. Sorry.
All right, let's carry on with the show. Don't eat it. All right. It wasn't a great night for Isabel and Sue. Both were targeted in the hunt, which means they are facing eviction alongside Chanel and Simone. As Kieran says, eat, pray, or be prey. It's like he was watching bots last night. We talked about that, didn't we, darling? Right, let's start talking about the housemates that were chose to save. There were some quite shockers as well in that task. Vanessa.
Yes.
That was quite a shocking. A lot of them revelations coming out who pressed the button. What was the shock for you?
Well, the big shot, of course, was Ellie, wasn't it?
Yeah, well.
I mean, all that snogging we've had to listen to. I've never heard anyone who really kisses like that in real life. It's unbelievable. You think, let's do kissing number 2, where you actually go, and don't make the same noise.
That was
occasionally give her a lick on the earlobe just to shake it up a bit.
Well, we're going to be talking about her more a little bit later on. But in my opinion, Ness, biggest curveveball came from Raph.
Yeah, that was weird.
I mean, he chose to save Sue. Ricky, what was you making of that?
It came from nowhere. I don't know what he was thinking. I honestly thought he would have saved Isabel. Out of the two of them, so I don't know what he was thinking or what he was playing at. Really,
it was quite a shock.
Yeah.
Well, Sam was in Prince Charming mode. He saved his Princess Ellie, but it was a bit of a plot twist, as Vanessa just said, when she chose to save Charlotte instead of Sam. Betrayer, was she right to put her friend in front of her fella? Should we say?
Clearly, 100%. I am a very royalty for my friend.
She's loyal to her friend.
Cock blocker. So
cock blocker. She said cock blocker. It was cock blocker. It's gonna be a night. Speaking of which, before we go any further, can we just take a quick moment, no, in all seriousness, to reflect on poor Charlotte? Remember, in her opinion, it's far worse having 2 people save you than just one. I mean, come on, try sending that to Isabel. She was out. Vanessa, why did no one choose Isabel?
I suppose she's been incredibly self-effacing, hasn't she? You barely remember that she's there. Very rarely does she sort of impinge on the crew. And she seems a little low par, doesn't she? She's not very high octane. She's not really prepared to join in any arguments. That's why I like her. I think she's rather nice, actually.
I think she's had a big turnaround in it. She really has.
And I think she's behaving well, and she's rather kind. I think she's pretty. I think it's a shame, actually, that no one saved her.
It was not only that she didn't get saved, things got worse for her when Sam rather abruptly agreed that she should face eviction instead of him. Now, we actually timed it. It was actually 20 seconds. Yeah, 20 seconds, not 10. You know, we don't like slacking people off on this show. Rick, look, let's be honest. There's two ways to look at this. I understand a bit where he's coming from. At the end of the day, you go in Big Brother, you don't want to be evicted. If someone's standing there and saying, it's fine, I'll take the flak, like, it is a game at the end of the day, but should he have styled it out a little bit more?
Start it out, maybe. Obviously, he should have put up more of a fight, but I think what he's guaranteed is Andrew winning that 15 grand, to tell you the truth. I don't think Simone has got a chance, or Sue, and Sam may have because of the Ellie connection, but right now, after that, I think the reaction inside the house and outside is much the same, and I think he's lost many a vote.
What do you guys think? What do you guys, Dan?
Right, I have to get something off my chest. I know, a lot of people think Isabel is amazing, but you know what? She done that because she knew if she'd done that, everyone would be like, well done, you're so good. And then,
so you think that's part of a plan for her?
I guarantee you that's what happened. And you know what? Sam's just like, yeah, cool, all right, whatever. Who cares?
Well, you've done a great trade.
I actually agree with Dan.
You do?
Yeah, Isabel has played a blinder. And Sam, yeah, good on him.
Good on him. Who disagrees? Go on, John.
Right, well, listen.
Don't shout at me tonight.
Isabel's obviously a lot smarter than Sam. Sam is all, he's like the jolly green giant. He's all muscles, no brains. He should have played the game. See if he went, no, you take it. The public would have respected that more. The housemates would have respected that more. He's lost his game. He's lost his fight. Bye, Sam.
Oh, he's saying bye, Sam. Well, a lot of us here were shocked. Ellie was really shocked. She was certain he was going to take the eviction and just go, I'll put myself up. Girl, you don't know your man, do you? Katreya, do you think he should have been more gentlemanly about it, or... We do need to remember, we're all in a game show here. So what do you make of it?
I think Sam is not a gentleman. He's not a Prince Charming.
Not Prince Charming.
Do you know what he is?
What?
He is a wicked step-sister.
Oh, he's a wicked step-sister. Wicked step-sister. Oh, I'm so happy Katreya's here. I just love her so much. Let's talk about Sue and Simone. They were really annoyed. Vanessa,
Yes.
Sue and Simone.
Oh, God.
Justified or overreacting?
Oh, my gosh. It's not justified that they're there at all, either of them. I think they're absolutely excruciating. And I feel bad about it because I feel like I ought to admire Sue for her ability to articulate, to interpret, to
She's
explain.
got balls, the girl.
She's got tremendous... I mean, her balls are so gigantic.
She normally wears them hanging from her ears.
Yes. But somehow there's something so unlikable about someone who always tells you about yourself the whole time. You know what you did there. You know what people think about you. You know how you're going over. You know what the actual... I mean, for Christ's sake, shut up. You know, let her think. And I'm always talking, and I still think she talks too much.
That's something coming from you, isn't it?
I'm aware of that.
Well, it isn't the first time, but we do need to talk about the Saint Isabel thing. This is the second time now she sacrificed something, Rick.
Yeah.
In your opinion, you're a very wise man. Is it a game plan, or is it genuine?
You know what? When I looked at it, I tried to look at it like a scene, okay? You know, when you watch a TV program.
Oh, he's such an actor.
And do you know what? Her reaction and her action seemed natural. I understand what you're saying, but I don't think she had time to think about a game. I think both times, especially with the Mandy and the letter, I think it was, during the week, and then especially the other day with Sam, it was a natural reaction that she went, you know what, fine, I'll take it. So I would like to give her the benefit.
You would like to give her the benefit. Well, just listen, it wasn't just Isabel. The next casualty in the hunt was Sue Evans. Sue Evans now. So Sue Evans was targeted by Chanel, Isabel and Simone. Katreya, do you think it was fair that they went for her?
It's totally fair. She started coming in with a hurricane. It's too late to turn back now.
Katreya says too late. Too late to turn back now. Vanessa, the old chestnut came up, didn't it? being up could give her more confidence.
She knows there's something that girl needs, and it's a lot more confidence.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, she's such a retiring violet, isn't
I
she?
know.
She's shy, she's nervous.
That's a cop
she
out,
never
innit?
said, come on, that's absolute nonsense. But what about old Simone, who was so critical of Sam for not putting up more of a fight? And then when they say, what about Sue? She goes, yeah, all right. Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. What are we making of Simone letting Sue go?
Darling, she put her friend under the bus, right? She could have stood her ground more and helped Sue to save her place. But she just went and just threw her under the wheels.
Yeah. You think? Does anyone agree, disagree? No, they're just here for the free night out. Really? Very quick question. Have a look at this. What did you make of Chanel's top? Because in my eyes, it's like a cross between a hoodie and a shrug. Like a shruggy or a hoodug. What do you make?
I don't know what to say about that. It just looks like a giant moth is just eating away at the hoodie. Do you know what I mean?
If I get you one...
Trying to get to the goodies, darling.
If I get you one, will you wear it?
Yeah,
we'll wear one. We'll find you one.
with me,
all right, deal. I'll wear one with you. Vanessa,
Yes.
we've just said it about...
Are you going to offer me one and ask me if I
babe,
wear it?
Listen, I'd be frightened we went blind if you wore one with them two. Take me eye out.
Those items,
I normally worry about taking the eyes out of the audience with this, let alone them two. Thank you very much. Vanessa, you're a loyal person. We know you're very loyal. Do you think Simone should have stood her ground? Because there was nothing stopping them, may I just say, finding the keys themselves and opening 3 locks of whatever they wanted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think she should have stuck up for her friend, and I think Sue, it may be a little difficult and scratchy on the ear, but she's been loyal to Simone. Simone should have stood up for her, especially if she gave Sam such a lashing for not doing that.
She's definitely come to the forefront quite of late, Simone has. Do we think that this is all a part of the game plan? She knows that she's up. We've seen it a couple of days before, but we're really seeing her come out of her shell now, Simone. Katreya, do you think that this is part of her plan to think, I've pissed a lot of people off in here. This is the only way I'm going to stay, is if I entertain the public?
Clearly. Who would do that to their friend if they don't think about themselves? So, Simone is someone that we want to get out the first person.
What? Katreya, no.
Get Simone out!
Get Simone out from Katreya. Lose the crown. Well, listen, there was one thing that was undeniably strong on tonight's episode. That was Simone's lap dance on Sue. Ladies and gentlemen, should we see it again? No, we will. Go on. Don't be horrible! Stop it! Katreya, was Sue enjoying that, do you think?
She's licking her lip. Look like she wants to. She really wants to lick somewhere else. She wants to lick the cookie.
Cookie. All right, she's talking about cookies. She's talking about cookies. For that reason, give them a round of applause. Just clap them. Oh. Now, Chanel, Isabel, Simone and Sue have all been targeted. I can't deal with tonight. An all-face eviction this week. But, guys, it gets worse. Because whoever has the highest number of votes will face every housemate's biggest nightmare, disappearing out of the back door very shortly. May I just say, it is not long now before that back door opens. So make sure you get your votes in. You really haven't got long. So who goes? You decide. This week, Chanel, Isabel, Simone and Sue all face the public vote. The housemate with the most votes will be evicted. The eviction twist on Friday will decide the other housemate to be evicted. From a landline, call 090 20 44 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. From a mobile, call 650 58 and add the number of the housemate you want to evict. For Chanel, add 02. For Isabel, add 17. For Simone, add 21. For Sue, add 22. Calls to the long number will cost 50p plus your network access charge. Calls to the short number will cost 50p. Voting closes at 11:59 p.m. tonight. Votes cast after lines close won't count. If you're watching on catch-up after that or outside the UK, please don't vote. You can find terms on the Big Brother website. I'm really sorry, everyone, but it's actually time to get serious. Yeah. It's been brought to my attention that people have been criticising our popular storytelling VT brand, Story on the Side. Yeah, no, I know. Apparently some viewers don't believe we match the star power of CBB's popular storytelling VT brand bedtime story. No, with all due respect, yeah, they've had Tom Hardy and they've had Chris Evans, not the ginger one, Chris Evans. and they've had David Hasselhoff as well. I can say that, I'm ginger. But have they ever had Joe Swash? No. So we're going to have him. It's Joe Swash's Story on the Side. Have that.
Oh, good evening to you. It's time for a Story on the Side. With me, Joe Swash. If you're sitting comfortably, I shall begin. Well, here we are, 5 weeks in, and boy, oh boy, things have really been interesting. We were all on watch for Hurricane Sue.
Don't tell what to fucking do. You should know what to fucking do.
Simone calls the storm, I'd say. Wouldn't you?
Nah. I don't like her. I don't fucking like her.
And what of our lovebirds, young Ellie and Sam? Did she start to go off him? Because he kissed her like he ran?
We have pulled 2 people in the house now.
Are Kieran and Mama D with their relationship just messing?
Deborah, come here!
Or will they take action after receiving that blessing?
Tell her to let Kieran get into her life. Oh my God, you guys are
Messages from loved ones made them blub.
Oh my God, please.
And I agree with Chanel's nan about peeing in the tub.
It's too far away to the toilet.
I know, and it's a problem.
Yeah.
With Hannah unimpressed with Tom's effort in the kitchen.
Too spicy, rice is too grainy, meat is overcooked.
Is there anything good about this dish?
And Charlotte getting ready for more world-class bitching.
I'll have my popcorn ready.
Sit back, dear viewers, and enjoy the show. For what twists and turns next, we just don't know.
I do not like that.
Although one thing's clear, Susan seems pretty clever. She has a degree in media, you know.
And I'm just like, oh, whatever.
The cold, hard truth about the eviction. It's game over for someone. And I'm afraid that's not fiction. For those who are up, there's no place to hide. But who will it be? I don't know. It's you who will decide. Good night, boys and girls.
Wasn't that beautiful? That was stunning. Thank you, Joe. Well, from that emotional story, it is now time for tomorrow's headlines in today's Bots Village News. Our top stories tonight. Sue's had enough. Chanel validates her opinions. And Hannah's got a critic. So, first up at 11:18 this morning, the eviction was playing on Susan Evans' mind.
I'm ready to pack now and everything.
Ready for Friday.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm totes ready. I'm really, really ready now. I'm really, really ready.
Fed up, aren't you, Sue?
I'm just ready. I'm just ready to move on. I'm ready to progress, and that's not negative. I don't mean that in a negative way at all.
Yeah.
Because remember, all 3 of you were up for nom, and all 3 of you went in as decision makers.
Yeah, but listen, do you know what they said to me? What did you feel about the decision? I said, well, I never got a say in it.
No, you didn't. It was almost like, we're not interested in what you got to say. That wasn't said, but they may as well have just said, fucking shut up. This ain't got nothing to do with you. It's between us.
And then
out of her and Izzy, she was in control. Izzy was like, OK. Do you understand? She exercised her authority in that room as the alpha female. Please do not tell me you are not the alpha female in this house.
2-on-1.
Yeah, you was. It was obvious. It was obvious. It was obvious. They went in there all guns blazing for me.
Right, now listen, I mean, I don't like to predict and I don't really want to jump the gun, but there is something telling me Sue might be ready. Do you know what I mean? I don't know why I was getting that. I was just getting that vibe. They all say that, though, don't they? Then at 1:12 this afternoon, Sue wasn't the only one who was ready for her to go.
I'd like to see Sue evicted, just because. I think Simone would come out of her shell more. She hides behind Sue a lot, I've noticed. she's more vocal when Sue's around and winds people up a bit more when Sue's around because she's got Sue to, like, stick up for her sort of thing. So I think if Sue went, Simone would loosen up a bit more and make more of an effort with the housemates. Maybe then we'd see, like, the nice side to Simone. She'd be a lot happier, actually, and show herself a lot more.
Now, listen, sue me if I'm wrong, but is it physically possible for Simone to get more out of that shell? Do you know what I mean? Babe, she's like one of them crabs. She's come right out of that shell. And finally, at 150, she's like my crab. Like my crab leg. That's what the crabs do. They don't me out. Finally, at 1:57 this afternoon, Hannah was play auditioning, bless her. I love all that. But not everyone was impressed.
Guys.
What?
Mom, Dad. Bro.
What?
Sis.
Yeah.
Oh my God, what is it?
Wait, calm down.
What?
Pay attention, stay calm.
Oh, this is too dramatic.
And let's
This
talk.
isn't realistic.
But what?
For a couple of months, drama school's been going well.
Yeah.
You know about Izzy, Debbie, they decided to go all the way to Australia and pursue their series career.
Okay, it's your mum and dad, not an audience.
You don't have to listen, you know. Do you
Yeah,
mind
but
not
you're
being
talking
rude?
to your mum and dad.
It's not funny.
This isn't natural, though.
This is my career. Do you mind not interrupting?
I'm giving positive criticism.
Wait, I can't ever do something without people
Guys, just-
interrupting. If you was doing something, I support you and wait till you finish. So next time, if you don't mind, don't
like
be
my
rude
game
and allow
last
me to
night.
finish.
It's only a joke, fuck's sake, Mrs. Negative. Fucking hell.
See, that was good acting.
Step aside, J-Law. Competition might be coming your way, and something tells me that might not have been acting. Do you know what I mean? And that was your Bots Village News. Right, come here. Still to come. I've got more exclusive from the house. Plus, the woman with more saintly sanity than the Vicar of Dibley and the Pope combined. Yeah. Reverend Canon Easter's back. We love her. Oh, there's only really one thing for me to say to that. Can I get an amen? Thank you. I'll see you straight after this break. Oh, wow. Welcome back to Big Brother's Bit on the Side. And I've got a bit of good news, actually. Got a bit of good news. After my extensive social media campaign, I'm very happy to announce the box cam has set Twitter alight again. Yeah, we did it. We did it. Feedback has been really positive. Julie Wilson tweeted, "Bots cam, best cam ever." Yeah. Scott from our audience, actually, Scott wrote, "I'm loving the bots cam has moved, and we actually have housemates on it." Yeah, yeah. And finally, oh, we've got another one. We've just got this one in from Jihan. The bots cam is shite. Oh. No need to be rude, really. Listen, don't talk about my camera like that, all right? We spent a lot of money and we've just got to stick with it. So, should we go live now? Yeah! Let's go live, come on. OK.
Aye, Queenie. When you thought you can get rid of me. Not a chance. I'm here to haunt you. Forever and ever.
I can't. No, you bastards. Give Maloney a round of applause. I love you, Maloney. That was really funny. Oh, first Sabine and now Maloney. I'm frightened to go to the boss cam now. All right, well, listen, I'm having a struggle, but the struggle between good and evil continues in the Big Brother house. We need someone to help exercise the housemate souls and guide us through the remainder of the series. It is time to talk saints and sinners with the one and only Reverend Canon at Easter. Can you believe that? What have you got me with Maloney, dear Lane? Oh, well. Where have you been? I've not seen you for a couple of weeks. Been on holiday?
No, I've been on a conference. I've been on a conference.
Oh.
If the bishop says you've got to go on a conference, you've got to go on a conference.
How is the bishop?
He's fine.
Send
thank
him
you.
my love.
I
won't you?
will.
Love to the bishop,
Yeah.
everyone. Love to the bishop. We want to keep him in the good books.
Yeah,
don't
oh,
we,
yes,
Andrew?
yes. We've got to do a
Well,
bit.
listen, I'm so glad you're back. On yesterday's show, Sue testified that the Big Brother house is evil. Oh, look what it does. Look what it does when you're here, Anne. Oh, We apologise for any flashing images. Is it time to stage an exorcism in that house, Anne?
No, because the house isn't evil. The housemates need to sort themselves out.
They've just got to sort themselves out.
Just got to sort themselves out, yeah.
Well, listen, we know that the Bible tells us people that, you know, we can all be saved, but let's dive straight in and talk about the sinners. So let's start with Fibber. Simone! Yes. Now, listen, after Bottlegate, her lying didn't go down too well, did it? And should we have a reminder? Let's have a look.
You're trying to, like, throw around stupid accusations and then just lying about stupid stuff for no entire reason whatsoever.
I don't lie.
You have been caught out for lying. Like, you actually have, though.
Just the bottles.
No, you have been caught out for lying.
Just the bottles.
Right now, Anne, I know the Lord hates the lying tongue. Is it the same for a little white lie?
Well, it's better to tell the truth because little white lies have the habit of growing into enormous great fortunes.
Yes, they do. And saying that as well, it was quite clear that Andrew, I mean, he was hurt by what Simone allegedly, you know, shared and all of her dishonesty. Is honesty always the best policy, Anne, in every single case in the world?
Well, ultimately, yes, but there's no need to tell the whole truth.
See, she's real. She's real.
Usually it's an opinion, let's face it, rather than the truth, anyway.
But how can Simone sort of redeem herself for this sin?
Well, it would be a good idea if she let it go somehow, either making a confession or saying sorry, making some way so she can move on.
Break
be
bread
more
with
real.
them. Break a bit
Yes,
of bread with them.
yes, that
Instead of
would
putting
be
it up their bum bum. Well, another angel has fallen from grace and is now living in sin. Is Chanel. Oh, devil. Let's have a little reminder of her ungodliness.
Sue is definitely on my list. I will also maybe go after Charlotte because obviously me sitting her down having a chat with her was a waste of my energy and my fucking voice. So she's on my target list. Revenge is sweet. If they get put up, I will just be stood there like this in the background.
So she said she's going to be doing that, and now she's been a bit of a martyr, I think, for the underdogs in the series. Do you think this is a case of good girl gone bad?
She's playing at it, isn't she? And in the end, I think she'll heap goodness on the bad, and that way it's a win-win situation.
You think she'll be all right?
Yeah, I don't think she could. She's got a nice nan.
Well, she's got a nice, lovely nan. Lovely nan. She really has. What guidance would you offer someone sort of who's seeking revenge in the house?
I would say don't.
Oh, come on, Anne.
Don't.
Really?
No. It's not a good idea and it has a habit of backfiring on you.
It's true. In
Yeah,
this house,
sorry, it's not
we
a
see
good
everything, don't we? Let's be
Yes,
fair.
we do.
Well, our final... Everything can, yeah. We won't go there.
No.
We know, you know the Willy. That's what she means. Our final sinner comes in the form of a sign from the skies. More like a hurricane. Hurricane... Oh, actually, no, sorry. No. I keep doing this. It's Sue Evans! Yes. There she is, Susan Evans. She has been very quick to pass judgment. Is she right to be holding court in the house, do you think?
No, because most of it's a load of psychobabble.
Psychobabble!
Yeah.
Self-sentenced yourself there, didn't you? The Holy Bible, I believe, if my facts are right, suggests old sins cast long shadows. Is that right?
Yes,
So
that's what they say.
they might be able to forgive her, but will they be able to forget Anne?
Actually, I'd rather they didn't forget.
Oh!
Yeah. Forgive by all means, but remember what somebody's been like in the past, and therefore you can see how hard they're trying to be better.
Well, Lord, have mercy on their souls, is all I could say to you.
Indeed.
Amen. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Thank you. Let's move on to our dedicated saints. Although I would just like to say, this can change quite quickly with this lot. 10 minutes later, they might be a sinner.
Absolutely.
We're just putting it out there. Let's start with our matron of peace, Isabel. Oh, no, hang on, no, come on. She's been a bit more saintly than that recently, please. Thank you, that's better. She stands for those without a voice, shall we say. She sacrificed herself during the hunt. We've seen her sacrifice the letter from home. Let's have a little reminder of what she's done.
Sam and Isabel. You must decide between yourselves which one of you should face eviction this week.
You've not been in it longer than me, so I'll go up. Easy.
Well,
You've only been here like a week. I've done triple the amount, so it's fine.
right, okay.
He's not even fighting.
I can't believe it. Not even a debate.
You know me.
Hey, you know the score. Thanks, appreciate it.
Nah, it's all right.
But I actually said let her from home. It was actually her sister there that she sacrificed. But she's like a sort of very own Mother Teresa, in a way. She's become a bit of a spokesperson, hasn't she, for the less fortunate, and she's forfeited... Oh, no, she has, come on! And she's forfeited her safety for Sam. Should the rest of the housemates be taking heed of her actions that she's been doing?
Well, in a way, it'd be nice, but on the other hand, I hope not, because I have a feeling that Isabel's sort of giving up.
Really?
Yeah,
Why?
I wonder... Well, perhaps she just feels she's had enough. Time to go home.
You think she wouldn't be that bothered, then?
No, I don't think so.
Well, it did take her 9 days, though. She does flip-flop. It's took her 9 days to make up her mind
9
that she
days.
don't like Simone. Have a listen.
Just don't like Simone. Made my decision, and my decision's final.
Her decision's final now. And, is it wrong to give up on someone like that, to say my decision is final and I'm not changing it?
Yes, of course it's wrong to give up on anybody. Every saint has a past, every sinner has a future.
Hey, all right, can I get an amen? Thank you. Does God like a trier?
Of course.
God loves a trier.
God loves a try. In fact, it's the only thing that matters, that you've tried.
Well, it's exactly, yes, it is. And it's not the winning that matters, it's the taking part that counts. Unless you're in Big Brother and you want to win the money.
In case you want to win.
Yeah, let's move on to Ellie and Sam. So there they are. Where are they? Yeah. They're loving it. They've avoided temptation and they've abstained from, how do I put this politely, full penetrative sex in the house. It's not been easy. Let's have a reminder. Go on.
I can't go.
Fuck off cameras. Which one are they?
Could be very different. This is hard. That is a big problem.
Now, as you can see, Anne, it's been very, very hard for them.
Wow.
Please,
What is
please.
it? They say a hard man is good to find.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know, Anne. I don't know what they're saying, Rand Newman. I know where you're from. Are you impressed they've managed to, you know, suppress that inner demon to go through with it?
No. I mean, it's a God-given drive without which we wouldn't all be here.
Amen. Thank you.
I'd just find somewhere to do it.
You're saucy tonight, aren't you? Does the Bible... Right, look, they've not had... Hold on. But does the Bible say anything about dry humping?
Not that I know of.
So that's OK?
Well, but it doesn't get you anywhere, does it?
Well, I mean, I don't know. Should we move on from that, Anne? Let's move on from that. Get a bit saucy. Gets a bit saucy on a Thursday, didn't you? Thursday. Let's talk about our sisters. Here they are. So, they might be young, but they've been displaying elder behaviour, I think it's quite safe to say. After exhibiting sinful behaviour during fight night, we have seen them reform and offer the other housemates their pearls of wisdom. Let's have a reminder.
You have to pick what you say.
See the way Walter sat down and went, you.
Simone, listen. You must pick what you say in this house. I'm not going to shout, I'm going to talk, because what you may say as a joke can offend someone. You said a throwaway comment that offended him. What, at that moment, own it. You know what? Sorry, that was wrong.
So, they're preaching. What are you making of them preachings?
Well, they've obviously been brought up in a traditional religious household where that sort of thing is par for the course, but they mustn't get sanctimonious.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Why is it so important to stay compassionate when offering that advice?
Because, Ryland, there but for the grace of God. You know, it'll be us next time.
It will be. I bet it will. I think our panel, by the looks of them, could do with a bit of spiritual guidance tonight. Should we put Anne on the panel? Should we put her on the panel? Will you join it?
Yes.
You'll join the panel. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Reverend Canon Annie. Again, amen. Thank you. All right, it's time now. Oh, you're going to like this. You're really going to like this. Right, OK, it's time for a little game now to keep you all going over the break. So I want to see if you can guess which housemate has feelings for Sam. So, I wonder it could be Anne. I wonder, is it A, Sue Evans, B, Ellie Young, or C, Deborah Agboola? I haven't got a clue. Find out after the break. I wonder who it is. Big Brothers bit on the side. Now, before the break, I asked you this very difficult question. Which housemate has feelings for Sam? Was it A, Sue Evans, B, Ellie Young, or C, Deborah Agboola? Well, I can hardly contain myself. Should we find out? Yeah. Let's find out.
How are things going with Sam?
Really good, but I'm just getting very needy. Like, at first I only would kiss him or anything when I'd had like a drink. But now it's like, what's Sam doing? Where's Sam? He's just right tall and like... like, he'd be the person who'd save me in the film. Do you know, like, the handsome woodcutter who comes and slays? And then I'd be like, oh, my God, Prince Charming. And then you'd live happily ever after. And, like, I got really jealous, like, the other day, and I'm thinking, oh, shit. So that's what happens, because we're like, yeah, we're just friends, we just like to have a cuddle, da-da-da. And then Psycho Ellie comes... Trust me, big brother, you do not want to see Psycho Ellie. Like, I fell out with him the other day because I thought that him and Isabel fancied each other. I was like, I've seen the way you look at each other and I will get in a strop and he will try and talk to me and I'll be like, no. Like, I get really angry inside. You fancy blah, blah, blah. Saying, I watch you, I watch what you're... Like, I sound like a weirdo saying, I watch you all the time. How weird's that? Stalker alert.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was a hard one. But it was Ellie! Yeah! I'm shook. I am shook. I'm shook. Vanessa, we've all been there.
Oh, my God.
She's got herself in a state.
Oh, we all have been in that position. It's so easy to be cool when you don't care about the person. Soon as you care about them, you just suddenly want to be there every single second.
Could you give
She's got to play it cool somehow. And actually, by not voting to keep him in, she sort of showed that she was favouring the hose over the blows, didn't she? And that was good. And so that was a good move, because that showed that she could take him or leave him, which, of course, she can't. Actually, she's desperate for him. But that was a good sign, I think.
But she put the face on and went on the
She put the face. She's got to get a bit of gamesmanship going on, hasn't she?
Ricky, real talk. Can you see anything happening with these two outside the house?
No.
You can't?
No. I think, honestly, Sam had a game plan when he went in there. I think he used Ellie to kind of try and get in the house. It didn't work the first time. He then got in there after seeing her response from, you know, seeing him on the camera saying, I fancy Ellie. She got excited. As soon as he's gone back in there, he's tried to do this alignment thing. They're on a holiday romance. I wouldn't call it a showmance because I don't think any of us really believe it, you know? So it's just a little kiss and a cuddle.
Katreya, do you care?
I think you should replace Sam with a bunny.
With the bunny? No. Katreya, do you mean like a cute little bunny you'd find in a field?
So Elliot can play with all.
She means a little bunny. You're filthy. You're all filthy. I'm sorry. Anne, what do you think?
I think it's lovely while it lasts, but it won't last.
And can I just quickly say, it's Anne's 30th wedding anniversary on Monday to Christopher. We love you. Congratulations to you both. Right, listen, the hunt is nearly over for Chanel, Isabel, Simone and Sue. All four face eviction, but before tomorrow night's show, one will be shown the back door literally imminently. Who is going to get it? We have got 1 minute and 15 seconds, that's a lot, on the clock to talk about each housemate up for eviction. When the time's up, we'll hear a noise like this. Hashtag backdoorgrams, get it? Yeah. So let's start with Chanel. Start the clock. Chanel, Anne, what are you making?
I think she's lovely. She's good fun. I'd like to see her stay in.
You'd like to see her stay? Katreya. Chanel?
Chanel is a diva. Chanel is a drama queen, and I love it.
You love it! Ricky?
I think Chanel is probably the most real in the house, as in she's the same outside as she is inside the house, so I've got to give that to her.
Vanessa?
Big fan of hers. I like her a lot. I like the way she talks to her nana.
Oh, we love Nana.
Love that.
Chanel?
No, listen, this is not the popular choice, but no, she just cares how many followers she's got when she comes out. I'm not seeing what everyone else is seeing. She's playing up for the cameras. If she is not the same outside, I don't know, but I just don't see it.
You don't see it. You're piping up over it.
You need a bubbly character in the house, and I've always seen that in Chanel. She's always been one for the party, and I bloody love her.
You love her? Anyone else?
Yeah, Chanel's brilliant. If she hadn't have been in the house, it would have been a lot more boring without her. I think she's brought so much to the
You
house.
thought it would have been more boring, Chanel?
I love Chanel, and I think she's genuine, I think she's intelligent, and I love her relationship with Raph.
You like it, you don't?
Chanel,
Sorry, babe. It's always you. All right, let's talk about Isabel now. Start the clock. Vanessa, Isabel.
Yeah, I like her. I think she's sweet. I think she's kind. I think she's pretty, and I think she's great. And I hope she stays.
Rick?
Yeah, I think after week one, you know, we were talking about gameplay, and I think she's kind of dropped that, and she more of herself has come out. And I love the fact that she stuck up for Andrew the other day as well. So she is coming back out of herself.
Katreya, Isabel.
Isabel is Orange is the new goddess.
Oh, Orange is the new goddess. I like it. Taking a popular series. I like it. I like it. And?
I think she's a golden girl, no doubt about that. But I just get the feeling she's ready to go. I think she's had enough.
What do we making of Isabel? Go on.
Right, Isabel, there's nothing left of her to give. I don't know. For the entertainment of the house, we would get more entertainment from the other housemates than Isabel. So I think Isabel, sadly, is done. Her time is just went.
You think her time's done?
No, you need a bit realness in the house. Isabel is the only real person in there. And she's really...
Right, let's move on to Simone. Start the clock, Anne.
Simone, what an unusual person who perhaps is not showing the best side of herself yet.
Not showing the best side.
No.
Katreya, Simone.
We're waiting.
She got to go, and I want to put chili up her bum. She is bully.
Katreya's words, not mine, or the show. Ricky, Simone.
There's something definitely not right. She reminds me of the whole cast of Shameless in the one person. I can't trust one word that she says. She talks about her kids to try and get some kind of credence, some kind of trust going, but then she puts bread in her buttocks. I don't know what she is doing. I don't know what she represents. I don't know who she is.
On that note, big shout out to Tina Malone. God bless you. Vanessa.
I think she's a deeply troubled character. I thought it was appalling, though, when she said that Andrew was boracic and skint and didn't have any money. It's none of her business to say that on telly. Well, that was really horrible. So I think that she's troubled, but I also think she can do harm and cause pain and really cause trouble.
Okay.
And I think it would be a bad...
Right, finally, Sue. Let's start with the audience. Sue.
Darling, Hurricane Sue, although we're not calling her that
Sue
now.
Evans,
Sue Evans, darling. I think that she still is a hurricane. There's a force behind that wind. I think she should stay and continue with the storm.
You think she's saying it? Who disagrees? No, you disagree.
I'm sorry. So Sue needs to be knocked down a bit. And the best part is that it's going to be a backdoor one, so she's not going to get nice claps and shit. She needs to go away
So you
quietly
think she should
and
go?
be sad.
You think she should go? Vanessa, Sue.
Yeah, well, I think she's unbearable, quite honestly. I can't stand to hear her views on any other subject. I don't want to know.
Not a
but
fan.
she is ready. She did say that, didn't she?
She said she's ready.
She is ready.
Ricky.
She is what she said on the tin. Do you know what I mean? She said she was going to go in there and whip it up, and she's done that. So, I mean, credit to her for doing that. But I do think she's going. Her and Simone are going on tomorrow.
Katreya, Sue.
Enough Hurricane Sue in the house. I think we need a happy house from now.
And Sue.
I think she talks a lot and doesn't say very much. And it's time she went.
You think it's time she went? Anyone else? Sorry, we're out of time. That is it. Find out which housemate is a backdoor Betty tomorrow. That is it for tonight. A massive thank you to my panel and a fantastic audience. What a show. When you feel like a star. We are back tomorrow after the main show. I'll be chatting to your latest two evictees, along with Sunita, Tom Reed Wilson, Ab from 5, and Callum Scott's performing. Night.